Hey friends, Dr. Wilson Triviño here at the Innovation Center, and the new show called Ideas from the Center, the Innovation Center that is. Here at the Innovation Center in Atlanta, Georgia, I'm Dr. Wilson Triviño. We focus on ideas, hope, and entrepreneurship. It's all about ideas, and that's really what is empowerment about this world today we live in, is ideas. One of the things that I think is important in this new social media world and this new hyperactive world is that we can all of a sudden connect with people around the world instantaneously. And everything that you want to ever do, everything that you ever wanted to accomplish, all your dreams, your aspirations, your goals, someone else has accomplished them. So why not learn from people, learn from the best minds, learn from the best ideas, and empower yourself to bring out, to seek out, to find new ways in which you can start living the life you want to lead. So today's episode, we want to talk about ideas. We want to talk about this new movement called the Minimalist movement. So I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia. You know, we celebrated a few days ago. Here is my medallion from the Johnson Library. If you notice on the back, it's November 22nd, November 22nd, 1963. And that day was yesterday. And why was that day important? Because that was the day that JFK was assassinated in Dallas, Texas. In 1960, he was gunned down. Now, if you go there to the Daily Plaza, there's a bronze plaque that says that Oswald was alleged to have killed him. Alleged because he was never found guilty of his crimes. I got this at the LBJ library, and this is an authentic piece of history. It's one of the gifts that he would give out to his constituents, people that visited him. And on that note of thinking of JFK and LBJ is, JFK was a president that had vision. You know, he said, we choose to go to the moon, we choose to go to the moon, we choose to go to the moon, not because it's easy, but because it's hard. It's hard. And a lot of things we want to do, it's hard. Think about this. JFK, without having understanding, without having the technology available, wanted to put a man on the moon by the end of the decades of the 60s. They wanted to take a rocket that was the size of a football field, the precision of a pocket watch, the accuracy of the best instruments, with metals, made out of metals, this rocket that we had not even created at the time, that we're going to face temperatures hotter than that on the surface of the sun, go out to the moon, land safely, and come back to Earth prominently. One of the things that I have, an artifact, which is kind of neat, I collect fountain pens. So this is a fountain pen. It's made by Krone Fountain Company. And in it, it has a little piece of foil here, if you can see it right there. And this foil was on the outside of the space capsule Columbia that actually went to the moon and took the 3 astronauts. It's you can capture right there. That space capsule right now is in Houston, Texas at the Johnson Space Center, which I saw about 3 weeks ago. And it's inspiring because there was a time period when we would go beyond our realms of what we could imagine is possible, realm of here on Earth, and seek a destination as far as the moon. Now that we have given thanks in Thanksgiving, now you need to sit back and think, what is it we can do? What is it you can do to empower yourself to start seeking those goals, those objectives, those dreams, to look beyond yourself? Recently, I saw or heard a lecture by some guys, a guy named Joshua Fields Milburn and Ryan Nicodemus. 2 young guys in their 30s. They had all the trappings of success. They had a job title that they were proud of. They had a job that was paying 3 figures. They had a house with 2 living rooms. They had 2 cars. They had everything you can imagine. And yet they still were not happy. They were not content. They were not seeking what they felt on the inside they needed to seek. So they became part of an activist, promoters of this movement called Minimalism. And they are called the Minimalists. If you look at the title here, you can see their Twitter sign, so you could connect with them directly. That's how I connected with them. When a friend of mine told me about the Minimalists, I thought they were talking about a band. You know, sounds like a good group for a band, but no, they are a movement. What is this minimalism about? And it really is about reclaiming our time, reclaiming that person who you are on the inside, to simplify your life. Their objective is if you could be accurately work in the world with less than 100 objects. Today, I'm trying to attempt this minimalist movement. If you can look at my office, get a little back behind the scenes, look at my desk. It's just chaos right now. Chaos and stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff. There are my lights, stuff. So I'm going to attempt to slowly, objectively declutter my desk where I have as few things possible. Only things that inspire me, only things that I need, and really simplify my life. I feel like I have so much noise I need to break through, and I'm constantly looking at how is it I can be more efficient, more effective. Minimalism is important. You know, a lot of times we have a list. This is an exercise that they had, is that we have dreams and aspirations of someday. You know, someday I want to write a book. Someday I want to climb a mountain. Someday I want to jump out of a plane. Someday I want to have $1 million. Someday I want to be a philanthropist and help people. All these dreams and aspirations. That's your someday. Now, a lot of people sit down and write down what is your day today. Today you probably sat in traffic. You bitched to your boss. You complained about your work. You complained you didn't have enough time with your family. You couldn't sleep late. All the things that occupied your time today, standing in line at the bank, standing in line at Black Friday. So what you should do is take this list of Sunday and list of today and interchange them so that every day your everyday list is focusing on your someday list. And that's how you can make slow progress toward the big picture of this. Simplify, simplify, simplify. Reclaim your time, because everything that you have, everything I bought with cash, and cash really is a element of time. You know, it took time to make that money, that cash, in order to buy this. So this represents a time of my life. So what the beauty of entrepreneurship is, that entrepreneurship is that you are buying your freedom. You are buying the ability to reclaim your time and do whatever the hell you want. That is the ultimate freedom. I believe what happens is we have so many decisions in this old golden age of civilization that we make none. So we kind of muddle through. We allow things to pile up. We allow things to take charge, take hold of who we are. Because remember, stress, that's the number one thing that's killing people right now. All the infectious diseases have been taken care of. You know, smallpox and all things that got us early. Now it's these diseases that are a result of stress. You have high blood pressure, you have heart disease, you have all these things that put stress on our body. Remember, stress did not originate in the environment. It's how we react to the environment. So if you take things that are giving you stress, the way you are reacting to the environment, and you break them down and remove them, then that helps you have more balance in your life. But you have to be aware, you know, and that's the thing, is that we're sometimes not capturing, not focused, not centered on this moment, the awareness. Deepak Chopra talks about that we should take time in, take a deep breath, and be aware, the awareness, be current, be present in this moment. Sometimes we're on the phone, we're on our Instagram feed, we're sending all types of text messages, but we're not aware of the environment around us. And that's what this minimalist movement, I think, is so powerful. It makes you realize you try to declutter your life and simplify, simplify, simplify. Live with the minimum. Live with what makes you happy. Live with what you can contribute. Here in the holiday season today on Black Friday, we think that by buying expensive stuff, we're getting people's love back. But a lot of times we're going into debt, and that debt carries a burden on us. You know, simplify. Create experiences. Create something that is remembered. You know, Ted Kennedy, in his book Compass, he wrote in this book his philosophy. He says there's really a wheel. Think of this concept of a wheel of what makes life worth living. You should have something to look forward to. So you have something that's your someday. You enjoy that experience, and then you have a great memory of it. And it can be a great meal, it can be a date, it can be a trip, it can be a book. So you're looking forward to something. So as long as you have those things twisting along, that's what makes a full life. That's what really empowers you to become and start living the life you want to lead. That is the key, I think, to success, is living the life you want to lead. And the minimalists, I think, are doing a good service by reminding us. We forget these ideas. We have not discovered a lot of times the things that empower and make this life worth living. You have to have audacious goals. We want to go to the moon. You want to go to the moon. You want to break free, and you want to think outside your immediate world, because we live in the golden age of civilization. And that really is what I try to preach in my philosophy, in all my hashtags, and all my names on social media, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Snapchat. It's ABC Vision. Now think about it, ABC Vision. Why do I have this? Is that it's as simple as your ABCs to focus on what's important. A is your attitude, the way you see the world. You can have a good day, you can have a bad day. B is your beliefs, your core values. Why do I do the things that I do? Stephen Covey talked about this in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You have reasons and objectives and values and consequences. And then C is your commitment. Take that today list and move it into the someday list, and all of a sudden everything I do moves me closer to what I accomplish. Because life, there's really 3 things. One is we want to be happy. 2, we all have mamas. We're all born cold, wet, and hungry, and things get worse. And the last thing is we're going to die. The Dalai Lama talks about this, and it is the impermanence of life. The impermanence. Everything's so fragile. Everything's so limiting. But we are the ones that are in control of our sphere. You got to learn to let go. You got to let go. If you hold on to it, that's like hold your breath. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. You start choking because you're not getting oxygen. You got to let it go so you can breathe and relax and truly start living the life you want to lead. So every time you focus on your ABCs, focus on your attitude, your beliefs, and commitment, I think it allows you to have that vision of where you want to go. We get sidetracked. We got so many things that are at us. We got work, we got our physical, we got our intellectual, we got our emotional, we got our spiritual lives. We want to create a balance, but they're all kind of wicky-whack everywhere. But it's up to us to stop and pause and make a difference. So it's crucial for that. So follow The Minimalist, and I'll show you progress on my desk as I start clearing. Gordo, my suite mate here in my office, my mentor gave him to me, Gordon Sherman, so I call him Gordo, is about to go into transformation. We're going to start decorating for the holidays, be festive, enjoy the stories that are timeless of love and family and commitment and giving. And make sure you look on my web, on Amazon. Follow me on all different social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, ABC Vision. Buy my books. I've written 8 books. These are 2 of the most popular ones, which are Grab Them by the Pussy, Grasp the Power of Social Media. Social media, it's a great tool, but you need to know what you want to say. It's a play on words on what President Trump said, but he understands how to get our attention, grab our attention, and really allow us to focus in on that. And of course, love, love, love. The strongest force, the strongest structure is a triangle. So if you go and you say love, 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 then it allows you to center on what is valuable and what is important. Let me see if I got here my other book. Can't seem to find it right now, but I have 8 books, and I have the ABC book that it's called Attitude. And today, if you want to, ABC Vision. If you buy any of my books on Amazon, buy any of these books, go to Amazon.com, any of my books, send me a little copy of your receipt at ABC Vision and your address, mailing address, and I will send you a copy for you and your friend of this ABC Light book, which is quotes that will empower you. It's all ideas. I had always had the problem that I could not find a quote. Don't you have the problem? You have a quote on the tip of your tongue, you can't find it. So I made a little book that has all of my favorite quotes. So let's read one here quickly. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. Carl Trumbull Hayden. Life is like an ice cream cone. You have to lick it one day at a time. And the secret of happiness is to admire without desiring. F.H. Bradley. So this is ABC Vision Light, like light beer, full of quotes and ideas. And Hopefully you enjoy this episode of Ideas from the Center, the Innovation Center, full of ideas, hope, and entrepreneurship. And start living the life you want to lead. Thank you for watching. I'm very grateful for my audience. I'm grateful for you. If you have any questions or comments, if you have any product you want me to review or any event you want me to review, let me know. I usually show up to the opening of an envelope, and you'll start living the life you want to lead. Follow me on all the different channels at ABC Vision. And hopefully you have enjoyed this episode 101 on Ideas from the Center.